welcome back to our vlog. And yeah, I know I've not had one up for a few weeks, but that's, well, first of all, like, the week after my last vlog, I basically was doing that much, like running around getting things sorted out, things like that. I just genuinely don't have time to record the vlog. And then last week, I had it recorded, I got it uploaded, and all. I got uploaded, I didn't get that far, sorry. I got it recorded and all the rest of it, got ready for editing, and I thought, I sort of, again, I was doing a fair bit of running around. I thought, right, I'm going to leave it until Sunday and I'll record it so Sunday comes round. And as you know, if you follow my vlogs, they go live every Sunday. Well, I try to do them every Sunday. And basically, what happened is my memory card had become corrupted and I just didn't have time to re-record one, edit it, upload it. I did think about doing it a bit later on in the day, but unfortunately that just didn't quite work out. So what ended up happening was it corrupted, didn't have time to redo it, and I sort of just, with work, didn't have time to do another one. That leads us to this vlog. So yeah, I'm still doing them. I've not gave up on these. Unfortunately, playlist has been discontinued for the moment, at least. Not had much comeback for people who are sort of asking me to bring it back or keep doing it, anything like that. So at the moment, it is what it is. It's a bit dead in the water, but you never know. It might come back in the future. But in saying that, I still get the LB boxes. You know, I'm still buying them every month, so yeah, they are still out there. The company's still going. You know, it's nothing to do with that. Because I have had a few people ask me about that. Is it something to do with the company? No, it's nothing to do with the company. It is solely to do with just time and basically, from my point of view, it not being worth filming them anymore. So that's that. And how's work been going? Well, back to work. I think in my last vlog we were still on our Christmas break. We're back to work now. And it's still pretty much a muchness. It's still the same work, still doing the 12-hour shifts, still making our moulds and still working different machines, but that's the way it goes. That's what work is. Sorry if you can hear random noises in the background, it's Nico. He's sitting in the living room with me at the moment because, again, I'm quite late in actually filming this and editing and uploading it. So again, you'd have thought I'd have learnt after last week, and here he comes up to say hello. Here's my boy. He's been dead sooky the last couple of days. He's alright, he's just been a bit sooky. So like I was saying, you would have thought I would have learnt over like last week that, you know, maybe give myself a bit more time for editing and uploading in case something goes wrong. But no, I've not. So yeah, what else has been going on? Well, as you all know, I've bought a project car and time's tight. I mean, I know a lot of folks say project cars, oh, you're meant to build them yourself, you're meant to do this, you're meant to do that. Yeah, you're right. And in a lot of cases, you are right. But due to working night shift, the time to do them's, like, the bigger jobs isn't always available, and I don't want to have it sitting for weeks or months waiting to have the work done. So, it's been away. I got a new MOT put on it, which is, for those outside of the UK or that don't have MOTs, it's a certificate to say that your car is safe to be on the road. We'll put it that way. Not that our roads are very safe for our cars half the time. But yeah, so it's been away. I've got a new MOT on it. There was a few things brought up with the MOT which I've had repaired, like, you know, a year or two ago it had its front wheel bearings done, and in the MOT we got told, well, now the back ones are looking a bit, they're not away, but they are definitely they're at the beginning of being worn out. So I thought, well, it's at the garage, I may as well get them done. So it's got 2 new wheel bearings. I think I've got another new brake caliper on it because basically the old one was getting to the point, same sort of thing. It was safe, but it was at the point of it needs replaced. So I'll just go for it. We'll get it done. You know, I'm treating the car well. Basically, I know I'm not announced what it is yet. I'm hoping to actually start filming next week's vlog the day this goes live, if I can, and will hopefully be announced in that one. So, yeah, basically there was a few things wrong with it for its MOT, and I was like, well, you know what, just fix them, get them done. You know, I want this car well looked after. And yeah, so hopefully the day this goes live is the day I pick it back up from the garage, because yeah, it's ready to go, it's good, it's the work's been paid for, the MOT's paid for, it's all good, it's all healthy. So hopefully you'll get to see that in next week's video, hopefully. Now, one other thing that I really like to give updates on, I was going to say really go on, I really like to give updates to, more or less, is the puppy dog. I mean, Nico's well known on my channel, he's got a lot of fans out there that like him, so, yeah, but that's the puppy dog as well. There's a lot of folk do ask after her, and she's doing really well, she's learning a lot, she's getting on brilliant. Like, we did have an issue for a while with me working night shift to come home early in the morning, my partner works back shift, so when I come home my partner's in bed. And so I'd come home and the pup would start barking, disturb my partner, and when my partner goes to work, I'm in bed for my work, and again, my partner would go out, the pup would start barking. But she seems to have learned that she doesn't need to do that, when she hears me coming home in the morning, she knows it's me, so she's a lot more settled, which is really quite good. I'm happy with that. You know, she's a collie, so she does have brains. And yeah, she's doing really well, you know, she's learning a lot really quickly. Her and Nico get on phenomenally well, I'm really glad with that. And let's start trying to get her out with the car a bit more. She's never been in the car really for any real distance. So, me and my partner are talking about doing another holiday this year away with the car, and the dogs are going to come with us, so we need to see how she reacts on a longer distance with the dog. With the car. And yeah, some of my more eagle-eyed viewers might notice I'm using, another vape, yeah. This is actually the predecessor to my wee block that I usually use. This wee one, it's still going strong. Even though the battery's dying a wee bit, it's still going really quite strong. Still using it, but a problem I had when I was at work is I burnt the coil in my block, and yeah, I don't have any. I could buy backup pods, but that was my first choice. I was like, right, that was not a pleasant experience, was the coil burning out. So I thought, right, I'll buy some backup pods. And I've got other mods I bought coils for and use them as backups, like my IPX80 here, which is a wee bit lower in battery. But I like that for, well, I'm at work and I want something a bit more cloud, and I've already got back up to that one, which is, again, it's quite low in battery, is my L100. You know, not a nice wee mod there, that's sort of my bigger ones for when I want something a bit more flavour and less nicotine for work. So I originally thought, right, I'll buy a spare tank for my block, you know, just quick, if it burns out I can throw it in my work bag, put a new pod in, and away I go. Then I had the issue of, I thought I'd put it on charge one night for work the next day, which is, well, one of my charging cables is just sitting here. As you can see, that's not plugged into anything. So I'd thought I'd plugged it in, put it on charge, left it on my computer desk for the night, got up the next day, getting ready for work, never even thought to check it. I'm puffing away on it, quite happy, which is ironically the day after the coil had burnt out, And when I was at work, it stopped working. I was like, what's wrong with it? Why has it stopped working? Wait, I know I dribbled stuff on my top, but I don't need you sniffing at it the next side. And yeah, so like I was saying, I was like, what's wrong with it? Why has it stopped working? Yeah, battery died. And I thought, oh, brilliant. Ain't that great? No battery, fucking all the rest of it. And I just didn't have time to try and find a plug and put on charge and all the rest of it. I know there's guys at work that probably had what I needed and would have let me use their plugs and that to charge it up, but I was like, I don't have the time, I can't really be bothered hunting around for a plug. So I went down to the vape shop and I was like, right, in my head I'm going, how am I going to get around this one? I could have bought another one of these, and that was on my mind and things like that, and then I thought I could buy another IPX80 in a different colour and have that set up as a backup to it. That was in my mind as well. But then I seen this in the display case, which is one of the last ones they had. I did have one of these before and it started, it's got what's called draw fire on it, so basically I don't push the button, I just inhale, it activates the system and fires the coil and lets you take a vape off it. And I really liked this. Liked it. And I've got the original model, which is just the Flexus. But I've had 2 or 3 of them, and I feel the pod design for them is not the best, and when they start giving you issues, they start giving you issues really quite quick. And let's say I've had 2 or 3 of them. So I thought, right, there's only a £1 difference between the original one and this one, and there's like £3 or £4 difference for the block, so not much in them really. And I seen this, it's black, I like black, and forgive the sticker on the front of it. So I thought, right, you know what, I'm going to buy another one of them. It's got a bigger battery than the original, so if my block runs out at the beginning of a shift, I'm pretty safe and the battery will last than this. And it's not too big, it's not too bulky, it's a nice size. And I picked this one up. And to be fair, I've actually been going to this more than the block, because I do like the occasional cigar, and I'm not talking one of these cigarello, like really thin things. I like a nice cigar, like a proper size cigar. So that sort of fits the protocol that way, and I can still hold it the same way. And I thought, right, I really like that about it, and you can puff away on it. Quite the thing, you can just, like when we're on a break at work and some of the guys are out having a fag or whatever, I can go out and have a vape. And I believe try to come off the fags for vaping, I love it psychological, like, to be honest, like, I'll give the block its dues, it's a nice mod, it's really good, it's great flavour, all the rest of it, good tank design, but you only really hold it like set ways. You try and hold it like you'd hold a fag or a cigarette, call it what you want, and it doesn't feel right, it's not comfortable, so you end up holding it in the palm of your hand. So, because I like cigars, I thought, right, that's what I liked about that, is it's not like the cigar type feel to it. And you've got that psychological, you can chat away all the rest of it, and I have found myself using the drip tip to like flick it as if it is a cigar a few times, and you can puff away, chat away, quite the time, just like you're having a fag. I mean, it's not the same, it's not identical, don't get me wrong. And basically I bought the oils for it, spare coils, the lot, for less than the IPX would have cost me on its own, so I was quite happy with that, unless it does have a good battery life in it. So, yeah, that's why I'm using one of these again. And, like I said, forgive the sticker on the front of it, it's, I'll turn it around so the sticker's on display. Hopefully the camera picks that up alright. And, yeah, it's a good wee mod, that. My partner does have one as well, and shows how good it is. I wasn't going to try and steal hers off her, but it wasn't going to happen. So hence why I just ended up settling for one of these again. And again, if you watch my vlogs, you'll know I usually do smoke. And my smoking, I still smoke now, even with it, but nowhere near as much. It's only at set time, it's set habits have not broken yet that I find myself still going for a fag over the vapes. Like, my first coffee of the day, I like a fag with that instead of a vape. But I am slowly but surely, like, even with work, I usually have, like, a coffee before I get up, and then have a coffee as I'm getting ready for work. I make one for travelling into work. Yeah, I drink too much coffee, I know that. And I used to have a fag with like each one of my first two coffees at least, and then I'd have a couple driving into work. Where I found I still have my first coffee and I have my first fag, I enjoy that. And then I have my second coffee and I find I just reach for this. You know, I've got this. I start getting ready, I get my uniform set out, all the rest of it for work, my work bag. I just sit and puff away my vape instead of a fag, and I'm happier with that. So I do believe a lot of some of it is psychological, at least the habit of, it's something I said a long time ago with them, is it's the habit of the way you hold them, things like that, like, that's quite nice for a cigar, it's too big to mimic a fag. I mean, that's just me personally. Maybe it depends on you yourself, maybe you've not got that psychological attachment. So yeah, hence why I've got yet another vape. And I know before anyone says, you don't need another one. You're right, I don't. I've got loads of the bloody things. Excuse the language, but yeah, this is me. I decided to buy myself one, and I work hard. I thought, it's a wee treat. I think it cost me like £30 in total for everything for it, and that's not too much really to ask, is it? I do apologise. Need a drink. And yeah, so that's where I am now. I think everyone's pretty much caught up with everything. You know, there's not too much more to really say at the moment. I hope you all had a good Christmas and New Year. I'm sure I said that in my last vlog that actually made it live, but in case I didn't, I hope you did, or good holidays. I hope now that most folk are back to work, if not everybody, you know, because it is nearly the end of January, that your work's not treating you too bad and you're enjoying being back. And yeah, I'm going to bring an end to the video there because I've still got to edit this and upload it, and hopefully hell it's not corrupted again. If it hasn't, then you'll know because you'll be watching the video. If it has, then you'll not be any the wiser because you'll not be watching the video. But anyway, on that note, I'm going to draw it to the end because I've still got to do everything, like, and get to bed myself. And well, I should be actually heading to my bed about half an hour. It's going to take longer than that just to edit this. So anyway, remember, stay smart, be safe, thank you others. Michael, Craig, say it with me. Peace!